I think one of the biggest, weak points, let's say one of the weakest links right now is understanding the customer, right? So I don't think that startups are spending enough time to go out there and conduct interviews with their customers, unke साथ time spent करें, उनका feedback mechanism क्या है, doing immersive exercises and observing them, right? So they're not going crazy about that. And if you're not going crazy about what the customer wants, at the end of the day, आपका जो भी solution होगा, जो भी product or service होगा, it is not going to be according to what the customer is looking for. So I think that is one of the biggest points which startups need to improve. Tools available हैं, but at the end of the day, time लगाना पड़ेगा, and you have to spend time with enough customers so you're able to extract, okay, this is the biggest pain point, or this is the biggest area where they're looking to create a gain. इस problem को आप solve करोगे तो maximum returns मिलेंगे. Bottom line, ठीक है? अच्छा, एक ये problem है. दूसरी problem क्या है, जब हम start off करते हैं तो हमें लगता है कि हम सब कुछ कर लें. And for some time, that's okay for a startup, right? That you're exploring and you're experimenting and you're trying to do a lot of things. But at some point, but usually that can also be your biggest failing, because if you're trying to do too much, you will not get enough time to develop that depth that is required, right? The other thing that can happen is you may just confuse your audience entirely. Okay? And a lot of times people don't want to go to generalists. They actually want specific solution to their problem. So niche apni talash kare. और वो भी again goes back to the customer, ठीक है? कि जो भी customer की जो problem है, जो solution है, जो काफ़ी दफ़ा by the way customers के साथ वो creation के exercises करके, and what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is customer ने आपके साथ problems अपनी share की, आप गए थे सोचते हुए कि उसकी problem ये कि उसके पास fork नहीं है, actually उसने कहा नहीं मुझे fork तो चाहिए नहीं था, मुझे तो spoon चाहिए, ठीक है? वो आपको खुद बता देता है उसको चाहिए क्या. So co-creation literally means that you're sitting with the people, the customers, and you're trying to figure out what will help them solve their problem. So sometimes they're filled with ideas. You just need to listen in and say, okay, yes, this is it. This is what I can do with my resources, with my network, with my own skill set. This seems like the biggest market need and I'm going to solve that. Anyway, so ये चीजें important है. जो third जो bit है, जो कि काफी मुझे नजर आता है, with Pakistani startups, and I think that's really important. Perseverance की हम बात करते हैं, resilience की हम बात करते हैं, ठीक है? इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि आपका आइडिया वर्क नहीं कर रहा तो आप उधर ही बैठे एंड यू जस्ट कोई जादू की छड़ी नहीं आएगी अचानक से कि वही जो आप प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करें रॉन्ग वे दैट सडनली इट विल मेक सेंस. ओके, सो व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज नो व्हेन टू पिवट एंड व्हेन टू परसिवियर, राइट? अगेन, व्हाट डू यू नीड टू डू? कितना टाइम इज इनफ टाइम? They need to move on and try figuring out some other solution. So I think that's an area where we'll find that startups spend too much time. Ek aur bhi area, I think a lot of startups are trying to look for shortcuts, right? Grant.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the sooner you can figure out who is going to pay for your solution or your product, the better you're going.
Yeah, that's very true.
At the end of the day, agar aapne sustainable business banana hai, so karna, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I think there was a lag, so go ahead.
Okay. I cannot see you anymore.
Can you see me now?
I was just, I can see you now, yes. Okay. No, I was just going to say कि बस this is something which we have to remember कि आपने ना जितनी जल्दी आप कोई ऐसा product या service launch कर रहे हो जो actually लोग खरीदेंगे, that's when your success is going to start, right? So think about it that way. If the grant money can help you do that, crack that model, sure. Otherwise, don't get bogged down. Just focus on the customer. कौन आपकी चीज खरीदेगा, कितने पैसों पे खरीदेगा तो क्यों खरीदेगा? Value proposition बयान करने में problems होती हैं लोगों को, right? So ये काफी, I think they're kind of interlinked anyway, right?
Yeah.